revolution will not be televised.
With its ever-growing list of new and more diverse members, could now be the time for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to finally nominate a superhero movie for Best Picture. According to THR's Greg Kilday, there are those in the Academy who have been enviously eyeing the popularity of blockbuster films, even as the Academy's own voters have largely ignored them. Kilday continues, when The Dark Knight failed to secure a Best Picture nomination in 2009, the Academy opened up that category so that instead of just 5 films, as many as 10 could be nominated in hopes of possibly corralling a blockbuster or 2. That didn't work, but now, with the proportion of people of color in the Academy growing to 16%, the group has just improved the odds that Marvel's Black Panther could beat any prejudice against superhero movies by breaking into the Best Picture circle. The Ryan Coogler-directed superhero flick was not only a box office sensation, grossing $1.3 billion worldwide, it also won over critics with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 97%. Not to mention Academy members such as Ava DuVernay, Oprah Winfrey, Barry Jenkins, and Jada Pinkett Smith, who praised the film for being a cultural watershed. As Kilday clarifies, that's not to suggest that only black audiences responded to the film or that only black members are likely to vote for movies about the black experience. Last season, Norman Lear was one of the biggest supporters of eventual Best Picture nominee Get Out, but it does ensure a larger constituency to potentially give such films a sympathetic viewing. So, does a more diverse Academy mean Black Panther's a shoo-in? Perhaps not. According to one awards consultant who's been quietly canvassing voters, I thought so, but now I'm not sure. Lots of people like it, but will they place it first, second, or third when they mark their ballots? Additionally, in terms of black-themed films, Black Panther could find itself competing with upcoming movies like Spike Lee's BlacKkKlansman, which debuted to strong reviews in Cannes, Jenkins's If Beale Street Could Talk, an adaptation of a James Baldwin novel, and Steve McQueen's heist movie Widows, among others. In any event, the profile of the typical Oscar movie, earnest, middle to highbrow, often deemed socially important, is definitely changing. And younger voters could benefit films that are considered popular entertainments. For example, Bradley Cooper's latest remake of A Star Is Born, in which he co-stars with Lady Gaga, could achieve what the last 2 iterations of the film could not by being nominated for Best Picture. While the original 1937 version was up for the top category, the 1954 remake, starring Judy Garland and James Mason, was locked out, as was the 1976 version with Barbra Streisand and Kris Kristofferson. To avoid that fate, Warner Brothers has begun building positive buzz with select screenings for bold-faced names. Streisand herself has proclaimed the new film very, very good. And says Kilday, by sending out invites to new members in 59 countries, the Academy is also becoming increasingly more international, which should boost foreign language films, only 10 of which have ever been nominated for Best Picture. This year, Netflix feature Roma from Oscar-winning director Alfonso Cuarón is likely to be a prime contender, whereas the film's subtitles might have been previously seen as a handicap. To read more on this story, head to THR.com and tell us, would you like to see Black Panther honored at next year's Oscars? Let us know in the comments. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.